Alright, you guys, it's your boy Trinity Wolf, and welcome to the new season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Day Season 4. The very first episode we are starting off very strong. We had a win-a-box for, pretty much this new format, in this episode, and your boy got the box. So, yeah, this deck is very good, you guys. Very strong for what it is. I can't wait to get into this Yu-Gi-Oh! Day with you guys. So if you guys are new to the channel, please destroy that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button for me, and you guys should know that this deck is not to be messed with, because last week we went undefeated. We take this same deck to win a box, and we got Wild Survivors, and of course I'm going to do another box opening of this on the channel. So let's get on into this Yu-Gi-Oh! Day episode. Also, you guys, destroy that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and hit that thumbs up button for me, and leave a comment down below. What deck are you going to be playing this format? I'm honestly really curious to know, but here we go into round one against, I guess the deck is just pretty much called, just the Visa Starfrost deck, or I guess it would be technically Scareclaws maybe. I can't quite honestly figure out what the whole build was, but I think it was probably just Scareclaw. But of course, as you guys may have seen the draw already, we actually were lucky enough to get Plasma on the field, and if you can see that Shadow Mist on the field, that was actually normal summoned, because I actually didn't normal summon, but my opponent did have Imperm for my Plasma, which was very, very unfortunate. It's a good thing I didn't make Darklaw right away, because Darklaw kind of just kept me pretty much kind of alive here for a minute, because my opponent didn't know, it's like, if I don't get rid of that Plasma, then I'm just going to have to deal with Skill Drain next turn, so Plasma was kind of priority at the moment. But this was a very interesting deck to deal with. I don't know if it's caught any, popularity right now as of yet. I know Visa Starfrost is kind of like, the, what do you call it? I mean, because like you got the girls and then the waifus, husbandos, I guess. Like, I guess he's the husbando of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. I think that's what you call him. But I mean, this deck's pretty good. I mean, I won't even lie. If I wasn't under Droll, I would have went crazy, because he said he top decked that Imperm too. So if he wouldn't have had a hand trap, my board would have been absolutely insane. I probably would have been able to get Cosmo Neos out, and just, basically skip my opponent's turn. It's just a weird thing with Cosmo Neos, with the fact that they can still activate cards in hand and grave, which to me it's kind of stupid, because it's like, it literally says you can't activate cards, so how are you activating cards in your hand and grave? But it's whatever. Most people, even though I kind of tell most people that you can, I do tell people that you can use your hand and your grave effects. Most people just honestly can't, fight through that, especially when they haven't even started their turn yet. And it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, at the beginning of your turn, you can only use your hand and grave. By the way, you can only use hand and grave effects. And you're like, oh, well, shit. But, and it's like, and then, I think it was this game too, where they're like, oh, I'm going to activate I don't think it was this game one though, but, as you guys can see from right here, DPE, once DPE came out, we were pretty much just kind of able to control the game here. But, game 2, however, I think this one was actually pretty quick, because I had good hand traps, but, I didn't have anything to set me off with. So as you can see, we droll there. Okay, and then, trying to play around it. Here goes the second summon, right here. Here comes the third summon. And then, I was thinking, yeah, because as you guys can tell, I have Nibiru in my hand next. So here comes the fourth, and then here comes the fifth, and we chain Nib, I wish I put it in attack position because it had way more defense than attack. It's just because I was like, oh, link monsters and stuff, but I forgot the scare claws kind of attack. Some of them attack in defense. So the attacks was really weak. So I couldn't run over it. I couldn't run over it with the Nibiru. So I had to set my denier. I had no like starting play. I had nothing. So I was like, well, dang, I just have to set 3 and pass. And then I was like, well, dang, I don't have any disruptions this time. I don't think I had any disruptions this time. I kind of forgot what I drew for turn. I think it was like End Shuffle or something. I knew it was something that wasn't going to help me. But yeah, I think I pretty much just die. But yeah, you guys, this was like such a... Because I actually really wanted to win this. Because I was like, the box is a wild survivor. Like, the sets now are just like so... I mean, it's not like I can't afford to buy them. It's just like, I'd rather not. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just... I guess I did have a call buy. I did call buy the other one. But yeah, I wasn't gonna come back after that. Yeah, once this like fusion came out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be in quite a bit of trouble here. So the Nibiru got popped, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, I remember what I think it was this game. I know I had like Hero Lives, but oh, I did have evenly matched. That's what it was, face down. So he kept the fusion monster, obviously. But I didn't have anything. I wanted to save that call by as much as possible, but I know how crazy his board would have been. Because I now I remember what happened. Because it was like he kept seeing Ash Blossom use it with one of his cards. And I was like, yeah, he's going to have one even though he keeps putting one back in his deck. So that Hero Lives would have got me far. But, you know, I didn't end up... So, anyway, game 3 is a lot different. As you can see, we go first. And we are just going off. We did have an imperm that we had to deal with. But, you know, it's all completely fine. We got Spirit at Poly. Here comes the Nibiru. And then, of course, I used all my effects before. And I had Triple Tactics Thrust. And I had Triple Tactics Talents. Like, it was just too good of a hand. I was like, yeah, there's no way you're gonna... No, it wasn't Talents. That was a different game. I'm sorry. We had Triple Tactics Thrust, which we set our... I think we set our favorite contact. Gosh, I can't even remember what I said. But we just had our Nibiru token. And I know I was going to be safe from Battle Phase just because of Spirit and Neos in my hand. And the Nibiru was actually just massive, and he wasn't really able to do anything. So we Stratos, they got Impermed, made Sunrise, get Miracle Fusion. We Miracle Fuse, Sunrise. We actually changed our materials because I almost forgot DPE was there. Because it got Ghost Spelled, that's why you guys didn't see it come back. It got Ghost Spelled, so it couldn't return. So we actually used it with Sunrise, so that way Wake Up Your Elemental Hero would be able to attack twice. And Nibiru was able to swing for game because it had just a massive amount of attack. Round 2, you guys. This one was crazy. This was against Tier Laments. And I was 100% not expecting this deck. And I'm not even gonna lie, I was like very frustrated throughout this whole game, considering I was just like, dude, you're playing like a 50 card deck, your whole deck is limited, and you're seeing all the ones you want to mill. And then here goes my hand right here, you guys. It was literally just nothing but monsters. And I was like, dude, there's nothing I can do past this Baron. Like, as you can see, it was so bad where it was literally just normal summon Aqua Dolphin. And he has a Redoer. I actually thought I was going to be cool because I actually top decked freaking Dark Ruler No More. And, you know, he just activates the trap card, chaining Time Thief so that way he could, you know, draw a card and banish it. And then, you know, I still had a Baron to deal with, so I was like, okay, let's bait this, discard Mally, summon Mally. And then pretty much once I made my Link Monster, he had the Shizu cards, but man, the way he was like talking to me was like making me so mad because I was like, I'm like doing my plays, I was like, effect target malicious, and he's like, you don't want to rush this, by the way. I'm like, dude, I know what the fuck your deck does, man. Can you like calm the fuck down? Like, I know what tears do. I know you have an Shizu card engraved. I know you just can stop me at this very like vital point. Like control yourself. Like, calm down, bro. Like, like your deck is like, it's good, but like right now it's not the greatest. But of course I didn't actually do very well against tier limits this time, by the way. We do get our revenge back, and it is very, very great. But yeah, I thought I was gonna be okay just being able to pop off here, but I do believe he had Nibiru for me before I ended my turn. Funny enough, people are just starting to wait till I just make the whole board and pass, when I guess they don't really know like the best window to do it. Pretty much the best window is like, oh, I'm gonna activate DPE. That's when you want a Nibiru, because now I just lose everything and I have nothing to destroy. But then I guess they think of it as like, okay, well, DPE is still gonna have to resolve, so it's gonna pop the token and the Nibiru. But I guess that's, maybe they think that way, but I doubt it. I guess I just want to just get rid of whatever board I end on, instead of just like, let me just take a chance ending him right here. You know, I guess they just want to wait till the board is completely empty. But as you can see, we just keep on going, getting the Wonder Driver, Miracle Fusion into our Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, and then we fusion the Neos with Malicious to make DPE. We activate DPE, pop them both, get Spirit, use Spirit, get Favorite Contact, and then, you know, Neos has to stay there because we already have our regular Neos in the grave. So we did have a draw, we had a call by, and I was like, okay, we're gonna be pretty good here. We're gonna be able to make like a DP standby fit. Oh, I guess it wasn't Nibiru. What did he have? It was Fenrir summon. I guess that was some other game. I thought I got Nibiru'd. So it was Fenrir, add Fenrir. I allowed that to add. It was fine because I knew the minute I made Darklaw, you know, he would just immediately go to battle phase and banish the Darklaw, you know. So I was like, yeah, I don't want that to happen. He gets the Agito in the grave. I think that's one's Agito. Immediately, as soon as he was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna mill 5. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna call by that. We mash change. We activate DPE, chain mash chains, target DPE. We pop the Fenrir, make Darklaw. Then he makes a Baron, which kind of sucks. It just destroys Darklaw, and then it just pretty much was downhill from there because I was low on life. He gets rid of my board, and then he just swings for game, and that was pretty much going to be it. So that really sucked. I was really upset that game because I was like, dude, like, I can't believe I lost to Tears after how badly that deck got butchered. But I guess because the deck is cheap now, it's just a little bit easier to get. But anyway, we had a little bit better time against this deck right here, pretty much getting us back into the, you know, swing of things. Against Labyrinth, I never really have a bad time against Labyrinth. Like, I don't know if anybody else struggles against them, but I have a very good record against them. Pretty much anytime I face Labyrinth at my locals, I have not lost. I mean, maybe I've lost a game, yeah, but I've never lost like a whole match. I've never lost a match to Labyrinth, other than the regional I went to when I literally just bricked. Like, that was like the thing. I was like, okay, well, you didn't really beat me. My deck beat me because I bricked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yeah, I bricked. But, you know, it's going to happen. But in an actual match where I'm like, when we go back and forth, I have not lost to them. But that one time in the regional was like pretty much the only time I've lost to them. But as you can see, he just had no disruptions for me. So I was just able to just do my thing, make my crazy board with DPE. I was going to add Dark Angel because, you know, obviously I didn't know what he was playing at first. So I was like, actually, I'm going to switch my search. So we didn't add Malicious. We added, I actually can't remember what we added off Cross. I know we put the Dark Angel back for something else. Because I was like, I know Dark Angel ain't going to do nothing. So then he goes, it was literally just set to pass. End phase, we just made Nebula to draw 2 cards, and it was pretty much just gonna be it, because I guess he didn't open up very well, so we were just able to blow him out that first game. Game 2, however, obviously I know it's gonna be a trap deck, so they're gonna go first. He goes first. It was literally just set 2, and then when my turn happened, he goes big welcome, gets his guy out. Girl, I guess. So we used Ferris, pitch missed. I think it was foolish. Send missed, search Ferris, pitch Mally, effect, and then we get our increase. And I think it was just very unfortunate for my opponent because he kind of just bricked. He literally just had nothing but. I think he opened up like all of like the traps. It was like 3 big welcomes and 2 other things. Because it was like, it's kind of smart not to set all your stuff, because it was like, okay, I have 3 big welcomes. It's only going to be like once per turn, so there's really no reason for me to set all of them. But yeah, we're pretty much just going to go in and just, do our combos where we get Infernal Deceiver out of Nebula, because I never underestimate what my opponent might have in their hand. So even though there's plenty of times where I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can just go into battle phase and swing. And there's been times where I've like, oh, I'm just gonna like make a quick little board and pass. But like, no, I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry my opponents, but I'm gonna do my whole combo. Like, I don't care like if I can maybe make 2 fusion monsters and swing at you. Where it's just like, well, I don't want to be caught with my pants down where I'm like, okay, I can just make these 2 and go ahead. And then something happens where I can't kill you. I'm like, well, crap. Well, I could have killed you if I would have just continued for 2 more minutes and kept going with my combos. But as you can see, we pretty much were good here with Wake Up. And I can't remember. I honestly wasn't paying attention now. I don't remember what other fusion I had. But it was like, actually, this game we actually did go back and forth, because I did end on like 2 monsters. And I remember he does Lava Golem me twice, which was kind of funny. Oh, it was definitely DPE and missed right there, because we used because the Wake Up Your Hero got destroyed, so we just obviously used it to special summon Mist, because we were locked under Dark Heroes because of Fusion Destiny. So Mist was like the only thing I had, and of course since Mist got sent, we searched for Spirit and Neos, and I forgot what he makes. He makes something here. Oh, he does the Bestial thing where he banishes Denier, actually, instead of DPE, because, I guess DPE wasn't really going to come back. When he declares an attack on my Lava Golem, because he's going to crash it to try to get rid of a card. And then, I did my Spirit Neos effect. I search my card, and then he, obviously gets the chance to redeclare. So he redeclares on the Lava Golem again, and I actually droplet my Lava Golem away on the Druid Worm, so that actually it was on the other one. It didn't matter on which one it was. I just didn't want him to get rid of his Druid Worm, so that way he wouldn't be able to get rid of a card on the field. So gave him back his Lava Golem basically. We unshuffled back our Spirit for Aqua Dolphin. We were gonna look at his hand, but a lot of the cards I had in my hand were like too good, because I didn't want to run into another like big hand trap deal. We actually normal summoned Grand Mole here, and we actually had another Fusion Destiny in our hand. We made our second copy of DPE, because we do play 2 copies of it. And I think we were able to swing for game here, maybe? I honestly can't quite remember. I don't think we did. It was DPE on the Druid Swarm, and he's going to use Druid Swarm to get rid of the Mole. Because, he could just do the Phoenix, but I could have just, chain Phoenix's effect and, destroy itself with something else. So I clear the board. And all I have is Aqua Dolphin left. And of course DPE's gonna... Oh no, it wasn't that. Because since he activated Druid Swarm, we were able to main phase 2 use Triple Tactics Thrust. We set our favorite contact, and then we were just pretty much just able to make Cosmo Neos. And that was pretty much all she wrote for that. And he had a Lava Golem for me, but, it didn't matter because he couldn't activate his pot of Extravagance, and then I was just going to be able to... I was able to just swing for game with the Lava Golem. And, unfortunately, the reason why... This is actually the second game of this Cyber Dragon matchup. we actually went back and forth quite a bit. As you guys can see, if you guys look at my graveyard, it's actually stacked. This was actually a very tough matchup, and I was like, well, I mean, he's X1 with Cyber Dragons. I mean, a lot of people just maybe were not expecting this deck right now, but unfortunately, I forgot to hit record, so I pretty much only caught the ending of this, where we were actually in time, and I was ahead on life, and he was trying to do something, but I know some of Cyber Dragon. I'm like, dude, I know there's nothing you can do in this main phase to make me lose more than like 4,000 health right now. But we won that game, and then round 5, Magical Musketeers, you guys. Like, I'm like sitting at these, because this is a winner box. A lot of people are going to show up and want to play and get this thing, and I'm just like, what kind of matchups am I having right now? Like, these top tables, like, this is the top cut now. And I'm like, I'm really facing against Magical Muskets in the top 4 right now to get this box. And luckily for us, we did go first. Because I'm like, okay, well, because I kind of knew what he was playing, because he played near me like 3 times in the day. So I was like, it kind of sucks that I know what you're playing, but I'm like, if you were paying attention, you'd probably know what I'm playing too. But what kind of stick for my advantage was like, he's like, yeah, I have absolutely no idea what your deck does, and that's probably like that's probably the best thing a hero player could ever hear from their opponent. Is like, yeah, I don't know what your deck does. I'm like, oh really? You don't know what it does? Well, as you can see, we had to do some weird shit because we made Dangerous instead of Wake Up, because in some point of my combo, I actually messed up, and I was like, God, there's nothing I can really do here. But I was like, okay, well, I know some of the Magical Musketeers. They have cards that destroy. They have stars that you can get rid of, but I guess what's really making that deck, I guess what was really making him win, maybe not making him win, but he activated that new card, the one the time tearing thing. That gives him so much advantage. Like, he summons a monster, plays that in the same column as that monster. So not only now that he has 2 normal summons, he gets to add or a special summon with whatever musketeer he does. And then now he has 2 draws on his summon. He has 2 cards in his draw phase, 2 normal summons, and all he does is can't activate monster effects in his hand. But that doesn't matter, because all the cards that he's gonna activate from his hand are spells and traps. So I think he just plays this whole deck with no hand traps whatsoever. So I think that was just that was the best strategy for a grinding, I guess, because like he was probably just able to outgrind so many of his opponents this day, to where what probably got him in this top cut here. Because I know what this deck does. As you can see, we did give him Dark Angel on our following turn, because I was like, yeah, you won't be able to activate spells at least. But I know you'll probably have a way to get rid of it. I think what helped me, he actually bye-bye damaged me, so I actually took quite a bit. I think I took like 3k damage from that attack. But of course, he still takes the damage too. But then he also gets Flame Wing. So the bye-bye damage was actually going to protect him from the battle. But I was like, okay, well, it does protect it from battle, but Wake Up actually activates to destroy the card. So it basically so technically Wake Up kind of destroys it twice. You know what I'm saying? So it hits it from battle, and then it activates to destroy it. So it's kind of a funny card. What I knew what was going to help me out here is because I know Magical Musketeers don't have really anything in the extra deck. So there was really nothing he could do to get rid of this Dark Angel. And most of the bad Musketeers, which are the bigger ones, I know they don't play them, so he didn't really have anything to tribute over this Dark Angel. I popped the Call by the Grave that he had, because obviously he wasn't able to use it because the Dark Angel was on the field. We actually swing, pop it with Sunrise, and we were able to just take the game there. This game 2, however, my opponent goes first. Gets a normal summon, plays the trap, which lets him special summon another one. Pretty much what saved our entire skin was this Book of Eclipse. That was probably the best thing I could have done, because I don't know why he never summoned the Link monster, but I guess Oh, I guess there's no benefit to making the Link monster if your opponent doesn't have anything, because it says, oh, if your opponent has this many monsters, you get this. Oh, if your opponent has this many spells, you get this. So, you know, we didn't open up very well, as you can see, so we had to just basically Eclipse, flip, battle phase, and swing. We do have a Darkla, as you can see on the far side of the board. We get a Pot of Extrav. We rip a card out of his hand. It happened to be another musket. I was like, okay, good. As long as if we can get rid of as many summons as possible, that'd be great. He gets that Time Tearing Monologue again. I couldn't do nothing about that, so we stopped the one monster he activated it under. But you know, he was able to get another one out. He crammed the Magical Musket. The Link monster, he added. I can't remember what he added, but I do believe he's able to get rid of my board here. So yeah. Darklaw gets popped. Let's see here. I think he passes because he couldn't attack over Stratos, I think. Yeah, so it should be... I think it's still his turn. Oh yeah, so that was the thing he did. He made Stratos' attack and defense 0. But we actually trivied it over with, because I think I just went into battle phase so I could get rid of the Link monster, and then he just activated that. He said before leaving main phase too, he activated to make Stratos. Yeah, so you guys aren't confused. Yeah, it was pretty much I had Stratos on the field and I was like, I'm gonna go battle phase. I was like, let me get rid of at least one of these. I'm gonna get rid of the, because the normal monsters benefit off the spells and traps in the column. The Link monster doesn't do anything when they activate in the column. So I was like, okay, let me get rid of that monster over there, and then we can do that. So that's when he made Stratos attack and defense 0 and negate his effects. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to tribute summon Stratos with Ferris, because I didn't have another hero in my hand that I wanted to tribute with, because I had the Spirit Neos. So I was like, I really don't want to lose the Spirit Neos. So fortunately for me, this when he did battle, it came out. And then we use Increase. I was really surprised he didn't have the counter trap for Increase, because I was like, he's a trap right now. Do you not have it? And then when Vion came out, because I was doing this in his main phase too, because I knew he had the triple tactics talents because he tried to activate it when I used Spirit of Neos. But I was like, well, that happened in battle phase. Like, it's only you can only use talents when I activate a monster effect during your main phase. But I knew I needed to get this increase in Vion off so I could try to at least get some fight back, because I was like, okay, I have to bait something. But I was just able to pop off. Like, I was like, okay, because I kept asking him, like, is this good? Is this good? I was like, I know he's got some stuff. Like, what's happening? I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just keep going. I'm like, okay, Sunrise. It's like, add Miracle, is that cool? Draw 2, is that cool? Like, he's like, yeah. And I was like, dude, like, oh, I guess I didn't draw, because it was, oh yeah, it was Shadow Mist search for our hero, Sunrise, to search Miracle. Then we made Absolute Zero. I was like, okay. And then we were able to swing for game, and I was like, what was in your hand? I was like, I could have sworn you had some stuff to deal with me. But then he showed me, and I was like, oh, so you really... I was like, dang, you were drawing all these cards. And then the final moments, you guys. Round 6 against Tearlaments once again. He showed me earlier that he was playing the freaking DPE package in his deck, and I nearly wanted to fucking vomit. I'm like, dude... I was like, fuck off, man. Like... You know that, like, I was like, I hate when people play that shit in their deck. And I'm just like, dude, it doesn't belong in your deck, man. Like, if you've never even touched a hero deck, you don't deserve to put any hero in any of your decks, like, at all. Like, y'all want to abuse our Darklaw. You want to abuse our DPE. Like, y'all, even some people use, like, you know, obviously Malicious here and Denier. You want to abuse our Plasma, but you want to call our deck shit, but you abuse our cards, like, all the time. Shit's annoying. But anyway, I did have Droll, but it got negated because of the Dark World Fusion Monster guy, which I kind of honestly forgot all about its effect. But we do manage to fight through this board a little bit, but my hand was bad again. I was like, because I was frustrated with the first match we had, and then this other game, I was like, God damn, man. I'm like, why can't I open up a good hand against you, dude? Like, if I had a good hand, I'd be able to just completely blow you away. Like, you had no SU cards in grave. You didn't have really any tier effects on field. I was like, golly, if I would have just had like a regular fucking hand, I would have smoked you. But all we did was to try to prevent some battle damage, during... And I do think I survived. We had a redoer. We draw for turn. It was a Hero Lives, I think. We activated it, got negated. We triple tactics talents to add. I think what we did, we added. No, he negated the talents because he activated a monster during the thing. But then I actually had talents too. But I didn't draw. I drew Ferris, but I didn't draw a monster to discard. So I was like, dang, if I would have drew another hero, we would have popped off. I'm like, you would have had no negates, you would have had nothing. But unfortunately, that did not happen. But this game too, we get to go first, which was we did very well. This is where we just popped the heck off. We make Sunrise out of Miracle. We draw our 2, pitch 2. We actually sent Malicious, used Malicious to make Cross. Use Cross, target Malicious to summon, because I knew he probably played Bestials too. And then we make our Wake Up Your Elemental Hero here. We Fusion Destiny using Neos and Denier to make DPE. We obviously couldn't pop because I'm locked in a Dark Hero, so I can't make Spirit. We make Cross, get Malicious, and then we're gonna tribute Malicious to Search. I think we get Dark Angel here. Yeah, get Dark Angel. Use Malicious with Dark Panther to actually make Dangerous, using Dangerous to pitch another Spacian just to get my Plasma in the grave, so that way I have 3 Destiny Heroes in my grave. Give him Dark Angel on his side of the field. He actually Nibiru's, and I have to chain Phoenix popping Wake Up. So Wake Up gets out a Shadow Mist, and of course Phoenix activates. Fortunately, I lost the Dark Angel, which really sucked on against him. I was like, dude, oh my gosh, he just got rid of my whole board, man. And I forgot we had the Nibiru token as well. He activates the planet. We activate Dark Law. It was actually DPE, chain, mass chain. So we made Dark Law, popped the field spell, and that was pretty much just enough to keep us ahead. Of course, he was going to try to go battle phase to try to probably swing over Dark Claw. I was like, and of course, I think we'll grab the graveyard in a second to count. Oh yeah, the Kirikara card. That card is fucking ridiculous. So, sent DPE to grave. Swung at Dark Law, so he was able to get rid of Dark Law. This was the game where he did get rid of Dark Law. Swings at Dark Law, but we did at least get Spirit and Neos effect to go off. And during his main phase 2. I forgot. We actually impermed the Kirikara card at the end phase. So we were able to just... we normal summon Stratos. We just pop off here. Use Increase, give on Cross. Get back DPE. DPE is making all that attack very, very low. We actually just decide to swing here. So we get rid of that. Get rid of Nibiru. Swing with Cross, set 2, pass, because I know we had favorite contact face down because I couldn't put he activates another piece, not the Peaceful Planet, the Tier Limits field spell. The minute he does it, we activate DPE to pop it. Favorite contact into we didn't favorite contact, we just brought back Phoenix Neos, and then we were able to swing for game there, you guys. So Game 3, he went to go first, and it was literally just set a card, pass, and that was the most beautiful sight I could ever see. So it was normal Stratos, search Ferris, and then we were just able to just pop off Ferris, pitch Mally, put Increase here. I think what he had face down was a Called by the Grave, I want to believe. Yeah, because I used Cross, target Malicious to summon. he changed Call by the Grave. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. But it wasn't able to stop us. We were able to just keep going. We made a Fertile Deceiver, get our Mole, get our Panther, and shuffle away into our Spirit, using Spirit to get Favorite Contact, bring out Neos, link them away for... no, we fuse and summon first, because I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to mess up if I do that. So we make Sunrise, add Miracle. We actually go Miracle here for Ab-Zero, because this will be enough to swing for game. And he actually had an Nibiru, which I wasn't really expecting. So we lose the board, but we get our really big fat token. Ab-Zero actually wipes out his Nibiru. We triple Tactics Talents to rip a card out of his hand. And we had Thrust too, getting our Favorite Contact, setting up 3 cards face down and passing. So the minute his turn starts, we Favorite Contact into Cosmo Neos, you guys. And it was just nothing he could do. He just sets a card and passes. We get Shadow Mist to the field, we go Battle Phase, swing Cosmo, and swing with the big fat Nibiru token for 75, and swing for 1,000 for game with Shadow Mist, with double imperms, and an evenly matched in our hand.
Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much the box opening. We're just going to make this one simple and sweet and quick. This was obviously from our winner box that we did. If you guys haven't seen that Yu-Gi-Oh! Day episode, please check that out. We're just going to dive straight into this because I've already opened this set on the channel before, but considering that we won this off, playing Heroes, I'm pretty much very excited just to open this on the channel for you guys. So obviously, if you're new to the channel, please destroy that subscribe button, hit the like button, and well, let's just see what we got from winning our Yu-Gi-Oh! Day episode. All right, gonna just go over these quickly. Yep, so nothing there. Vanquish Soul continue. That's pretty much all we want, is just Vanquish Soul stuff. So if we can, the deck is pretty much almost done. I can't wait to play this deck. It's doing very well lately. Another Vanquish Soul continue. Oh, Heavy Bogger, let's go. I needed that because I have one coming and now this makes a playset. So let's go. Vanquish Soul, Heavy Bogger. Let's go. Oh, wow. Last pack. Are we going to get robbed of our Ultra? What in the hell? One Ultra. All these packs, you guys. Now I have to just double check the vault. That's such ass. Wow, you guys. We got robbed. We got robbed. One Ultra. This entire box. One Ultra. That's so Well, that's my box opening. I got robbed. We got one Ultra out of the whole thing. One Ultra. That's complete dog shit. But I'm still glad that we won the box regardless. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much gonna be it.